Hey guys, welcome to Meet the Shoe podcast. Man, oh God, I done lost the train of thought.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
How you
Right?
guys doing this day, this night? We love y'all. We love that you guys have been interacting with us and stuff. So that's a good thing, especially on Instagram.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, we're big
it's
on
been,
there.
oh my God, Instagram has been off the chain because a lot of people been mad at us.
Yes, they have. They'll be fine.
Oh my God, yes. So Black History on this day, February 28th.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Sade. I'm
Okay.
quite sure you guys know that. No, I'm
For
Nina.
those of you that don't.
So on this day, Black History,
Yes.
February 28th, there's a lot of
Yes.
stuff that happened over the years.
hmm And an actor by the name of athlete Bubba Smith.
Mm-hmm.
They call him Bubba Smith. He was an actor and he was a professional football player. So they called him
Ooh.
Bubba on the on the
Mm-hmm.
on the field, right?
Okay.
He was a professional football player in the 1960s and 70s who became an actor. So he went from athlete to actor, right? On
Okay.
this day. And he was born, he played between the 60s and 70s. And he is perhaps best known for his role as Moses Hightower in the Police Academy film series.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So on
That's
this
him.
day, and what you got, Sade? Who's the next person on
Okay, I
this day?
have actress Ray Don Chong, and I
Mhm.
did not know this lady had Chinese descendant. She's
Wow.
black and Chinese. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me. So she was born in Alberta, Canada, of a father who is Chinese, Scottish, Irish ancestry, and mother of African and Cherokee descendant. So she has
Okay.
a lot of
So
mixture,
she's a
exotic stuff going
mixture.
on.
Wow.
Yeah, she has a
Okay.
lot of exoticness going on. And
Yeah.
she's most known for her appearance in The Color Purple and Commando. So
Oh,
remember, she played Hoppo,
okay.
Big Mama.
No,
Hmm.
I mean, she's pretty. You
Yes,
know.
she is. Yes, she is. She said,
Yeah.
Hoppo, hold this heifer.
Okay. And she opened up some doors, honey. She kicked
Yes,
in
she
some
did.
doors
Yes, she
on this
did.
day, Black History. And then
Yes.
we have actress Tasha Smith and her twin sister, Sidra Smith.
Oh yeah, they are. They are twins.
Yeah, born in Camden, New Jersey. And
Mm-hmm.
she's known for playing the roles as a villain, Jennifer, in Daddy's Little Girls. She was the drug dealer girlfriend, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And starring in Why Did I Get Married? She has also appeared in Steve Harvey's show Girlfriends and The
Mm-hmm.
Parkers. She had a recurring role in Boston Common as Tasha King. And then she's also connected with 50 Cent with, I believe, the BMF series.
I
Like
think
she's
so.
helping out with that, right?
Yeah, executive producer or something like that.
Yeah, yep. She's hooked up with 50 Cent, so they're doing big things on the
Oh
black
yeah.
cinema screen. Yeah.
Yes. Now we have Michael Jackson
Hey,
on
the
February
king, the king.
28th. Back
Mhm.
in the day, he won 8 Grammys, eight
Hey,
of them, in for the Thriller album. So everybody knows
okay.
The Thriller album was
I
one of
used
his
to have
top.
my Thriller jacket.
Okay, your man, yes, and girl, I remember. I still do the dance sometimes. You
Okay.
might scream like
Look,
Thriller.
I had the red and black and I had the gray and
Oh yes,
silver. Yes.
yes, yes,
I was
buttons
just
all
told
over
the
your
other
jacket.
day that I had the Thriller jacket versus the beat it jacket.
I had the beat it one. I like the beat it.
Okay, yeah. Hey,
Mhm.
Michael Jackson
Yes,
represent.
Michael Jackson. Yes, he represented. Yes, eight
And
Grammy.
yes, not and give it up. And he did wait. What did Michael Jackson do first? He won that night.
He won 8 Grammys for Thriller.
Hey, that's
Mhm,
right. Rest in peace to the
mhm.
king, Michael
Yes,
Jackson.
King.
And
Yes.
usually on this same night,
Hmm.
they had both legends in the building. Rest in peace, right?
Yes, they
Prince.
did.
And what did Prince do on the night at the Grammys that
He
night?
performed.
Okay.
what song? I can't remember what song was it.
Baby, I'm a star.
Baby, I'm a Star. Yep, he
Yes,
performed
yes.
Baby, I'm a
On this
Star.
day in Black History.
Hmm. Yes, my
At the
favorites.
what, 1984 Grammys? 85 Grammys?
Yes, 85.
Okay.
Hmm.
85 Grammys. All right.
Yes,
Okay, we're gonna get into the HBCU colleges are facing some sad news, right?
some little scrutiny here and there. Yeah, it's I don't know, and it's not just the HBCU schools, but Mississippi has a total of 20 maybe or something like that colleges, and three of them are HBCU
Yeah.
universities, and they're trying to pass a bill
The bill is
close
uh
some schools and by
the 27 20
2028.
2726 bill. It's called the it says that it Board of Trust of the State Institution of Higher Learning shall
Mm-hmm.
choose three of the state institutions of higher learning to close by June 30th, 2028.
Mm-hmm.
The board to announce its decision by June 30th, 2025.
25. By next June, they should decide that. So this
Yeah.
bill is the Senate Bill 2726 that was proposed to the institution of closing some universities.
Mm-hmm.
And this was introduced by Senator John Polk. So you
Okay.
guys send him petitions because Mississippi is doing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, it says that the problem is, so it's what is it? Alcorn State University, Mississippi Valley State University, and Jackson State University, right? And the problem is, okay, so for Jackson State University, it holds 3,818 jobs.
Mm,
The economic impact is 418 million, and the lifetime earning is 43 4.3 billion lifetime earnings of graduates of the
mm, mm,
Jackson
mm,
State University,
mhm.
right?
Right.
Then the earnings and the expansion and the jobs, the economic impact for Mississippi Valley
Hmm.
is they hold 965 jobs,
Okay.
uh, and then they in, economic impact is 83 million, and the
Mm,
lifetime earnings for them that have attended is 1.2 billion lifetime earnings, right? That's as a whole. Just, everyone that
right.
attended as a
Hmm.
whole. And then for Alcorn State University, the jobs is currently 1,534. The economic impact is 146 million,
Hmm.
and lifetime earnings is 1.5 billion lifetime earnings. And they provide to the tuition rate, right?
Hmm.
Scholarship endorsements,
Hmm.
degrees offer. Uh, it says the degrees offer doctorates or professional degrees.
Right.
So it says that a new proposal, Senate bill, targets three state funded higher education institutions for closure June 20th, 2028, in an effort to cut the costs. If passed, legislation would require the state institution of higher learning board of trust and select three of the eight existing universities in the state to close, um, which will close. The board would examine facts such as enrollment, graduation rates, tuition, degrees, and local economic impact. The board will require to host listening sessions on each campus and announce its decision by June 20th, 2025. So I guess that the students have a year to plead why the HBCUs and those, in those states wouldn't closed, right?
Yeah.
And I guess your voice, it does matter, right?
Hmm.
Everybody that they feel that it's important to have HBCUs. I'm thinking at this time, at this present time, we talked about it last week with the AI and the changing of the new world, right?
Hmm.
Um, it's seeming like college isn't as of importance as it used to be because so many people seek to be what we do, content creators,
Or
YouTubers,
entrepreneurs. Yeah.
entrepreneurship, right? Um, not to say that we don't need these people, but
Hmm.
we're getting on the we're educating ourselves more with this with the computers ourselves in our own home on our own leisure
Right.
versus going and being taught in a
Hmm.
classroom. And majority of the classes, a lot of them are still hybrid, are
Yeah.
still online.
They are online. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people tend to think higher education is not the same when our parents went to school,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
grandparents. It was a big thing
My
to
mom
be
went to Grambling.
going to a university and get a degree, get your 4 year, your master's and PhD. That was the big thing, Black people can accomplish and go further on in life. And most of the jobs or positions would want that. They honor something like that. But nowadays, it's like schools is it's not important really. They're not paying the high wages that you expect to get paid if you have a degree.
Right.
A lot of people say you're not able to get the job you want, even though you took all these classes, graduated. It's not necessary to sometimes to your profession, some
Right.
things.
Right.
So it's like straddling the fence. Everyone has a different opposition against why you should go to college or why you should.
Okay. I
So
okay, so the college courses that you went to school for, do you still do it? Like the money that you have to
some of
pay
the
that student
some
loan,
of,
the debt?
I know, right? Like some of the classes, I'm like trying to correlate. Did it really have any value for me in the real world? A lot of majority of them that I did pick, I think, kind of helped along with my business adventure here as
Okay.
as an entrepreneur. It has because I majored at business.
Uh-huh.
So I've used it. Yeah, I can go back to my books, but like, okay, I forgot some of the stuff, but yeah, this here is relevant to today for me
Right.
right now.
So a lot of things in
Part of
business.
accounting,
Mhm.
financial stuff that was in the books. Yeah, I think it was okay.
Okay.
A lot of stuff I was like, why I have to take this? But I
Right.
think it was because of learning basic skills at home, relationships, and stuff like that. Because at first I was taking a theology class. I'm like, that's different, at this university, but I can understand why they correlated the religion into the program.
Communicate. Excuse me. Communication.
Yep, that
The
be
religion.
building faith-based relationships. Yeah, it was good. I
It
think
helped. Okay.
it
Yeah,
helped.
I know that I had to take communications, right?
Hmm. And that works.
Business
Communications.
law. I had to take business law.
Hmm.
Um it was another class. I can't remember it right now. I got a
Hmm.
brain fart on it, but I know that a couple of classes that I took, I just didn't understand why that I was there. And
Right.
you go back and you look in the books, you will say to yourself, dang, somebody asked me something about that. And here goes the
Right
answer
here.
right here, right?
Right.
So a lot of reasons why you do like a certain skill, especially when it's artsy, right? We're in the arts
Hmm.
field, right?
Right.
Um, you do have to know how to communicate, and you
Yes.
do have to know a little bit of other people's backgrounds as far as not even just like a culture thing, just
Hmm.
why they may think or act the way that they do, because
Right.
you're kind of the therapist because you're so
Mhm.
personable with them, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Being standing over them, me being as though I actually have to physically touch them with the fashion, even with the book
Right.
when
Mhm.
when we do journalism, right? And
Mhm.
you're doing a history, a backstory on when we have interviews with people, you are really like plunging into trying
They
to, you're being nosy, but I
knows
mean,
to pull it
they're
out of.
here for it. They're here for it, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so a lot of times what we face as well with even going back to the HBCU, when we do interviews, people will sometimes think like we're gonna give them like they're under an interrogation,
Right. Yeah, they
or we're
do.
gonna plunge into some type of dirty stuff that they have in
No.
their background. Have you ever went
Yes.
through
You
that
remember?
when you
Yeah.
ask somebody, "Hey, can you be
They be
on our
like,
podcast?"
yes. They be like, really? What I'm gonna talk about? I'm like, we don't
Right,
know all the crazy stuff unless you want to give us some information that was kind of out your
right. I be having to tell them
lifestyle.
like, we're not here to interrogate you.
Yes.
We want the
Yes.
story of either your business or your personal experience of
Mhm.
what relates to our podcast, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what you got on Mr. Diddy?
Oh my goodness. Oh, Diddy done struck again. So, P. Diddy has someone named Rodney Jones
Hmm.
filed a lawsuit Monday
Okay.
saying that P. Diddy would grope him,
Funny.
walk around naked,
Ooh.
and he owed him money for producing some music for him, the Love album from September
Oh.
22 to November 23rd. He hung around P. Diddy and his family for over a year. So I'm quite sure he has seen a lot going on within that year. He's saying different stuff that, like a shooting he saw that P. Diddy and his son did. He saw just a lot of stuff. And what took me out was when he said he saw Stevie J.
Yeah. Stevie J wrote a long Instagram post.
Did he?
He wrote the longest Instagram post
Really?
about yes, I was trying to find, I know right here he states that alleges that he was forced to work in Combs' bathroom as the entrepreneur showered naked.
Mm,
When he voiced concern of to Combs' chef to staff, it was dismissed, and Friendly Horseplay stated that those acts were Combs' way of showing that he likes you.
mm.
Ooh. Now, how somebody sitting there showering and playing with you, talking about he likes you? You what? It kind of sounds as the producers, the younger producers that work with them, being their
Yeah.
old, right? Him and Stevie J, because they're clearly in their 50s, so to them they're old, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of conned. They're
Yeah.
kind of finessed out of their skills and
Yeah.
out of them not asking for their publishing. You notice that
Right.
you don't have the access to his publishing, and that's what he's fighting about. Now, had he
Mhm.
got his money, he didn't get producer credit.
He didn't.
Um,
He said that too.
yeah, he didn't get producer credit. I heard him speaking of it right on I think it was one of the other blogs, that by him helping Combs, he's supposed to have all his producer
Name
credit
mentioned.
names mentioned on
Mhm.
there so he can get more jobs. That's
Yes.
understandable. That's his resume, right?
Right.
You trying to work me up out of my job? You trying to work
So
me out of
that's
my skill?
P. Diddy way of keeping him under his clenches.
Okay. So to
You know,
stay in
and not to
daddy's
give him no
house.
credit, not give him the credit, and showing people that he the one produced certain beats or sounds for him. So he want to keep that man under his clutches. Okay, we got another album we want to work on here, and you got to do this trick and jumping jack and flip forward. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just like a vicious circle. This man should be done doing stuff like this. You know, he know that. he had lawsuits on him a year ago, and you still doing it to men. You doing it to the men now in full force.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? But you know, when you so used to doing the same thing over and over again for many, many years, he think it's normal.
he even name dropped when you said Stevie J. He even name dropped Young Miami's cousin. Said that
Who is
forced
the
him to do
cousin?
it to a cousin, forced him to have sex with a female, which
Oh,
was Young Miami's cousin,
oh wow.
right? And then you got Cassie, Joy Dickerson Neal, and Jane Doe 1 and 2 that's
Yes.
alleging that he assaulted them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel that
So he has four other lawsuits on him. Is three to four. So three females and one male. One lady did mention herself, Joy. She
yep,
said
Joy.
she mentioned her name because he don't. That's the young lady he beat up in the
He
about
beat
who was it?
somebody up. He
Cassie.
did
He
he?
jumped. Yeah, he beat her up.
Oh yeah, Cassie. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He did beat her up, and I don't know. I feel like even with the Cassie situation, right? I still
Mm-hmm.
feel like there was a way. I still feel like it was kind of vindictive on her part. Hear me
But you
out.
know what? When a woman is going through some psychological stuff that's happened
Mm-hmm.
in the past, and by her being so young, she done had her own daughters and children, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
quite sure she's very overprotective about her kids. So when you unravel things that happen and you think about it, once she got these kids, and she's like, oh my God, what if my child went through this? I got to stop the cycle of not saying nothing. I gotta, stand up for myself. I have to.
Right.
So I'm quite sure she's teaching that to her daughters. You nip everything in the bud right then and there. You don't let anybody get any passes. You know.
Right.
So I'm thinking she probably was talking to a psychiatrist about it. I'm quite sure her new husband, and they said you got to tell your truth.
Yeah.
And I would have.
I,
I mean,
I, I, I'm not knocking her for
it's a
telling the truth. The
sadness.
thing about it is the money part of it, right? If you,
Just
you're
like this guy is
you,
saying,
you clearly miss the lifestyle. You chose to leave the lifestyle
right?
for your husband, and you have kids.
Mm-hmm,
And it
mm-hmm.
seems like she was put up to go back and get that money because it slowed down once
But
he got
he owed her. She was telling him, remember they were saying, you need to pay me my money, my publishing rights, and all that.
right.
He
Oh, so
never.
he was,
He didn't have her name on a lot of stuff that you know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
helped producing. She wasn't getting any proceeds for any of that
credit,
music,
her
credits,
credit.
music. I mean,
Yeah,
come on now. You
yeah,
owe her.
yeah. I don't know. I think I still feel that it was vindictive. Not to say that she shouldn't say anything about
Hmm.
it, right?
But the
She
amount,
should.
money amount,
She should no. She should say the acts of what she wanted to say if that's what she felt she wanted to do. Why it take you so long?
that's what, like I'm saying.
Should have been the money. Should have been there. All that should have been a guarantee anyway. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here looking at a clip where the guy got upset. Um,
Who, Rodney?
Well, yeah, Rodney, and he said that he was mad because they were celebrating the Grammy week, right? But he
Uh
was
huh.
like, I'm currently nominated on an album I produced at least 9 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I should be celebrating, but I'm currently quietly fighting for my publishing for months. I took a year straight off to do work on this album, and I'm definitely not being showed love, right?
Right.
He said, "Come on, you added sounds to songs you were an instrumental for hire. Don't add fuel to the man." He said, "Don't add somebody else." Josie said,
Mm-hmm.
"Don't add fuel to the man's name that's going through it." So that's somebody coming to Diddy's rescue, right? And
Yeah.
CBJ says, "Post the whole video. Don't make it seem like niggas sitting around joking on you. You didn't produce 9 songs on a project. adding a piano on a song doesn't make you the producer. Adding bass on a song definitely doesn't make you a producer. Tell the whole story on how you came in as an engineer. Don't get
Mm.
selective amnesia, and don't try to make the homie look like he's stealing from you, because clearly I know that ain't the case.
Oh.
And so then dude answered and says, Rod, he said, you met you yo, how dare you? My number ain't changed. Speaking on that, your name is next to mine as a producer on delivery. And no one else touched that track but me and Jay Dilla.
Yeah,
I've
Jay
never
Dilla.
been known as an engineer in this game, and as long as I've worked, in fact, and he says somebody's mixed by source. I guess
Hmm.
that's another person that helped. It's an actual engineer that worked on the album and
Uh-huh.
has been credited as one. I'm
Oh, he
confused.
was credited too. See, that's what I'm saying.
Who's mixed by source?
It's another engineer, right? So he
Yeah, it
got
says
credit. They showed his name as a credit on
yeah,
the. See, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Why y'all ain't do this man like that?
He said that he should be mentioned. He said, I'm confused if I'm an engineer. Why am I credited as a producer? And this video is clearly speaks to me to them plotting on my publishing in his face.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody recorded it and didn't know that they recorded it.
right.
So he's
So he
sitting there.
might get he might get something. You know, he going to give him something because he was part of that album for y'all not to acknowledge him.
Yeah, he's saying that he ain't worried about Danger Zone, and that's uh that's Stevie J's production company,
Oh,
and he
okay,
don't give a damn about no threats. He ain't scared
right.
or worried about nothing. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's upset.
Yeah,
He
he
is
is.
upset.
He said Diddy would walk around naked.
Oh
Girl,
wow.
too
He
hot to
said
for
he will fight
tea.
back. He said, as I attempt to reach the 50 million goal to
Okay,
retain, oh, 50,000, excuse me,
okay.
50,000
Yeah, because he has to
to
retain
pay
an
my
attorney. He said
limitations
he has a
process.
hard time
He said
retaining
it costs
an
us
attorney.
300,000
To
to
retain
go to
attorney.
trial. Should I go to trial? It's 300 grand.
Mm,
I'm aware that this isn't the most economical, vibrant time for many. As I asked if you are in the position to assist me in any way, please help. No donation amount is too small and will currently be
mm,
appreciated. And on behalf of myself and all creatives that Mr. Combs has allegedly taken advantage of. Ooh, we
right.
thanks in advance, honey.
Mm,
And then you got Diddy's attorney on here saying it's a shakedown and he's
yeah.
lying. Oh, child, he put in, and then he added Cuba Gooding Jr., Justin
Oh,
Cole,
yes, he did.
Young Miami, and Stevie J.
Mm-hmm. He sure did. Yes, he did, girl. I'm like, And then you know what? I guess Columbus Short was on a podcast
um,
saying
I
how
seen.
P Diddy tried to groom him. He finally came out on a
he
podcast saying that.
he remember he
Columbus
did
Short is
that
a hot
on
mess.
he did a live on it one day, right, and was
Uh-huh.
talking about it when it first happened, and
Yep.
then now he goes more in depth on the podcast that you saw.
Yes. Yes, girl. Yes. I'm like,
Oh
wow.
my
Talking about he
Diddy
tried
is
to
in
call him to
trouble.
his hotel room, all type of stuff. He said,
Diddy
Diddy,
is
I ain't going
in
nowhere.
trouble, honey.
I ain't going no. My wife ain't allow me out this door.
That is a shame, honey. That is a shame.
Girl, that doggone all them old school musicians turned him straight out. Turned P. Diddy straight out.
There's on this day, I forgot to say this. On this
Uh-huh.
day in 1859,
Hmm.
Arkansas legislature required free blacks to choose between exile and enslavement. Wow.
What?
That was in 1859. Yep,
Exile
in
or
Arkansas.
enslavement. So you either stay enslaved or be exiled where nobody take care of you, which I'd rather be exiled. I live off the land of law of the land. If I had to eat dirt, that's what I'm gonna eat.
That's
Cause
right.
before I let somebody beat on me to do what they want me to do, cause they was doing nothing but feeding you pig slob and pig stuff anyway. Girl,
Right.
now
So, and you know what they call the Pro Bowl now, right? It's
pro bowl.
it's usually, yes, usually it's a football game.
Oh, the bowl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they say that the game was founded by the Black College Football Hall of Fame National Football League
Mm-hmm.
on this day.
Wow.
And the inaugural bowl was contest on February 19th, though, 2022, as
Okay.
the Human Stadium on the campus of Tulane University in New Orleans, as it
Mm.
was broadcast. So,
Okay.
yep, the Rose Bowl, they also called it the Rose Bowl, right?
Right.
Was the first college bowl game in on January 1st, 1902.
Okay.
And it was broadcast by Keith Jackson,
And,
legendary broadcaster Keith Jackson,
okay.
better known as the granddaddy of them.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, that's this our last. Well, tomorrow's our last day of Black History Month, and we just wanted to
Yes.
touch a little bit on some Black history, give it to y'all, and
Yes.
we will see you Friday,
Guys,
6
Friday.
p.m.
Yes.